Shout out to all the beautiful people in here.
Shouts out to Rachel from Thailand.
Rachel Roy?
No,
Rachel Ray.
Rachel Jean-Baptiste Bryant.
Ooh, that name is dignitary. Okay, established, honey. Honey.
The person who this message is for definitely works a lot. I feel like the person who needs to hear this message is someone who constantly works and works and works, looking for the next thing to do, constantly on the move. They may even be an overachiever. Okay? If you're looking at this video and you feel like that's you, your ancestors and spirit guides are telling you to have a seat somewhere. Okay, this is very parental energy. Mickey Mouse has his hands on his hips. So this is telling me that perhaps you're doing too much. You need to take a moment to celebrate your accomplishments. Also, if things aren't going your way, don't force them, because it's all happening the way it's supposed to, in divine time, in divine order. And you need to understand that there are universal laws in place to conspire in your favor. The universe isn't against you. Okay? So don't force anything. Just trust that it's happening the way it's supposed to. Especially if you're the kind of person who is very accomplished and you usually tend to have things complete the way you have planned them. Trust that if it falls apart, it's so better things can fall into place. Okay? So this three of clubs tells me that your divine team is around you, and right now you may be finding yourself in the thick of a situation that just is giving you a lot of difficulties, and you're finding challenges and moving forward with it. Trust that it's all happening for a reason, okay? So just stop and see how far you've come. This Four of Hearts energy with Mickey Mouse, his face is smiling, his hands are behind his back. Now, if you've been following me all weekend, you will know that this is a very infamous card at this time. This card has constantly been coming out. So this tells me that the collective is suffering from hiding their true feelings, walking in a path that's inauthentic to their true selves. Our ancestors and our spirit guides are calling for us to be more vulnerable with one another, to be able to connect to one another on this human experience, on a human level. We're here to experience feelings, and it's not always going to be positive and happy and joyful. That's when we're supposed to come together as a collective and lift one another up. So if you're suffering from feelings of loneliness or feelings of despair and just not being able to communicate your feelings well, or feel vulnerable with someone because you feel like your details will be used against you, especially political figures, public figures, celebrities, YouTube personalities, if you feel like people are out to get you so you can't really show what you really feel, you have to find an outlet. You have to decide which risk is worth taking. The one of holding it all in and lying to the universe, letting everyone know you're okay when you're dying on the inside, and then suddenly you're no longer here to tell your story, or the risk of divulging your truest, most inner thoughts to someone who can actually help you to get on the other side of that. There's a relationship between why Mickey Mouse seems happy and why your project is on the plate, and the fact that your project may be experiencing some delays, cutbacks, you know, and the fact that he is not being honest. These are blockages, okay? These are blockages. So remove the blockage within yourself and it'll show up in what you're actually doing, okay? The Seven of Spades. See, this is not funny, but Mickey Mouse is laughing. So this tells me that this is a cackle from the universe and from your spirit guides and angels, that in order for you to have success with the things you set forth to do, you have to trust in spirit. You have to trust that they are here for you. You have to trust that they are watching over you. You have to trust that they are in control of more things than you think they are. So this 7 of Spades tells me that you need to get out of your head. You need to come to grips with the fact that there is a higher self within you. There is a higher power. Okay, I'm not sure if you believe in God, Orishas, angels, earthly elements, whatever you want to pray to and acknowledge as having power to sustain your highest and best self. You need to become more spiritual and acknowledge that they are there. But until you do that and you feel like, oh, it's just me, I'm the boss of my life, I'm in control, they're going to continue laughing at you. Okay, don't force them to show you lessons harder than you need to see them. Because if you continue to ignore them, trust me, they will make themselves known to you. And it's not always pleasant. It's usually in our deepest, darkest hours, when we're on our knees, is when we find our spirituality. Okay? So the 8 of Diamonds here. The 8 of Diamonds. Let me just light this candle. We don't want to extinguish our lights. Just give me a moment. Okay, now that we have our candle up, alright, so the 8 of Diamonds, you see this hand? Mickey Mouse is pointing one way, but his eyes are going the other. So, again, there's something not in alignment here. What is not in alignment? I feel like what they're telling me is it's going to take you longer than you need to figure out this lesson in yourself. It's like you know what you need to do, but it's just hard for you to do it. And so with your finances and your material gains, you're gonna feel like perhaps you're just gonna up and change your whole career. Okay, it may be a good thing for others, not such a good thing for some. if you had your life path set on, you know, being one way. But I feel like this is, it's like a good tower moment. Again, I said in the beginning, like, some things need to fall apart so better things can fall into place. I feel like this is why this is going to happen. You're going to be pushed into the direction you need to be in, and that will bring you more success, because right now I feel like you're forcing something through. But I feel like this 8 of Diamonds is definitely going to offer more stability with the new direction you'll be taking, possibly towards the end of the year, the beginning of the new year. But I also, what's happening is, you know that you have other gifts and talents to share with the world that can bring you income. But perhaps you just didn't believe in yourself enough to start a business with that or go into that field. Because the Jack of Diamonds comes out next, and look at Goofy. Goofy is sitting here with his hand on his cheek. This Jack of Diamonds says this is someone who is willing to learn, and they have some skills and talents that they want to develop, but they're just not. So it's like they're hiding them. And I'm getting a lot of chills in my heart chakra, down my right side, my leg. So I feel like this is definitely something that you're passionate about, but you need to just go ahead and put action, put your foot to the metal. You need to go ahead and release your fears. Don't get in your own way. This is a blockage. I'm sensing blockages here. Okay? This is blockages that need to be lifted and removed. But again, I feel like this is self-inflicted. So these hidden talents is what they're forcing you into, because you're going to be like, oh my goodness, I know how to do this, and I have this new job opportunity, and wow, look, it's giving me money. It's bringing in more money than my last job, and oh my goodness, look, I'm scoring. Oh my goodness, Ace of Diamonds, you have a new home, a new car, a new, like, you can afford all these things. It's like wishes are coming true once you're forced into a new direction. But it's like, are you going to get fired? Are you worried about getting fired? That's why you're pushing so hard to get this project done? You know, like, what is going on here? I'm feeling like you need to pray so that you can get clarity and accept the fact that things are literally falling apart on purpose, and you need to stop trying to pick up every piece before it hits the ground. Just let it go, because this is what's waiting. You know, this is what's waiting. Maybe turn your hobby into another stream of income. But this is good news. You know, like, even me, I have some gifts and talents that I want to express to the world, but maybe I don't have the best plans. I don't think I always have the best plans. You know, it's like, okay, well, let me just take a risk. Let me just go out there, you know, see what sticks. We have to stop being scared to be a failure. A failure is what we only perceive as not doing something correctly. But that's not true. A failure is if you choose not to get back up after you didn't succeed the first time. You know, so let's learn from our mistakes. Let's learn to build our story from things we don't get right all the time. No one's perfect. So let's stop being scared to go get our bag. What's that saying? Scared money don't make money. So let's stop being scared. Let's go get our bag. Let's pull out those hidden talents, and let's be successful. 2020 is our year. 2020 is our year, and right now we're in the season of cutting people, things, and places off that no longer suits who we're trying to be. Whatever's in our way and blocking us, we need to get rid of that so we can come into this very golden energy of coins, money, success. Okay? So on that note, I want to thank my spirit team for allowing me to deliver this message as clear as possible. This is Rachel Jean-Baptiste, the Mickey Mouse Medium. And I want to remind you that I do offer personal readings. If you feel like this message resonated with you very much and you want to know more specific details on how to move forward in your personal life, the information is down below, but you can also email me at myrainbowhealers@gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook at Jean-Baptiste Bryant. I do offer gift certificates for the upcoming holiday season, and you can also find that information down below in the description box. And again, I'm just so grateful and thankful for everything that was delivered on this message, on this table. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this session.